Can we get consensus that the Guardian program is an interest of Flagler School Board members?
Yes. We have consensus.
That's Flagler School Superintendent Kathy Middlestad asking the board whether they'd like to explore the idea of having armed civilians in schools, likely in addition to armed deputies who serve as school resource officers. School board member Sally Hunt wants to hear from the community on this.
We're talking about arming someone with our parents' children. So I wouldn't just want to do a survey. That's a really big survey. I would want it accompanied with a really very crystal clear look at what the Guardian program is and what it isn't.
Middlestad says the district should conduct town halls before administering a survey.
This is something the board might want to entertain, is doing a town hall. We're happy to facilitate and set that up and bring all the information, the facts, and then there's an open discussion and a dialogue that board members can engage with your constituents. So we could build an information center like that. We could do 2. And then after that, then you stand up your survey.
School board member Will Furry was supportive of the town hall.
We can have FaceTime and really, and if we do it by district, I think we will get a better consensus.
Of the state's 67 districts, more than half, or 46, have armed civilians in schools to supplement law enforcement. 26 districts exclusively use armed civilians. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
The overdose antidote naloxone may soon be available in Flagler schools. The school board gave the administration the green light to begin the process of developing a policy around its use. Superintendent Kathy Middlestad.
We'll work with the attorney, we'll draft board policy. The team will bring back and working with our partnerships, procedural and protocol suggestions that would align with proposed policy. And then we will develop kind of a phase 3 approach to this about parent information sessions.
School board member Colleen Conklin urged the administration to act swiftly.
The one thing I don't want us to do is drag this out. I just worry sometimes these things take forever, and I would just say this would be one of those things that, looking at the nodding around the table, we would like to see this very soon.
A new state law clears schools to have naloxone on hand as long as it's kept in secure locations. School nurses would be the primary administrators, but school board members would like to see at least one person in every classroom or at least every floor trained to use it. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Flagler County's cold weather shelter is preparing for what should be a challenging weekend as a 4-night freeze coincides with Christmas.
Jaffe Lee is the preparedness planner for the Florida Department of Health in Flagler County. She says the center, run by nonprofit The Sheltering Tree, hasn't yet had to open this year.
At 40 degrees or colder, the shelter opens at the Church on the Rock off of US 1, just north of Bunnell. You need to have a photo ID that is a state photo ID, and there are some rules. You'll have to read about them when you get there and sign them. Once you are there for the evening. You cannot leave. We're expecting quite a few people. It has not been this cold in Flagler County in over 20 years, and it is Christmas. So at this point in time, we're not sure, but we're expecting quite a few people.
The shelter is not just for the homeless.
We've had people that are living in their car. We've had teenagers. We've had people that just don't have power in their house. If you don't have power in your home or not enough significant heat, then the Church on the Rock is where you can go to make sure you are warm. You will get a warm cot, you will get a warm meal, and you will also leave that morning with a warm breakfast.
The center is in need of both donations and volunteers.
The contact is Sue Bickings. She is the person that you would contact, and the United Methodist Church in Bunnell is also a place that you can go for more information.
You can also get more information by visiting FlaglerShelteringTree.com. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
It's more than just donating food and money that helps to feed the hungry in Flagler County.
That's why Feeding Northeast Florida is here. With that in mind, Pastor Charles Solano says that the Grace Community Food Pantry needs the hands that help get the food to those in need.
People can always hear volunteers our way. We interact with several church groups that do come here as a group. We have about 100 volunteers ourselves that we spread out through the week.
If you want to give to Feeding Northeast Florida, go to feedingnefl.org. Finally, Pastor Solano said that if you know someone who's hungry and needs food, send them to him. He will make sure that they get something to eat. Live, Shop, Work, Play is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9:30 and on the Flagler radio app. Happy holidays from the WNZF newsroom. I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.